Good afternoon. I made it back from my doctor's appointment. I showed my doctor my medical records from when I was in the military, right? Trying to establish if my stuff turning up missing is associated with my narcolepsy or some kind of sleeping problem I'm developing. Something like that. Now, I don't know about you. I know. I remember when I was younger, and you know, but sometimes when I would see a girl in a short dress or something like that, I would get close to the TV and see if I could look up the dress or something like that. Now, this is a long time ago, and I, of course, know you can't do that, but this is little things we do when we're younger and we don't quite understand how things like that work, right? And anyway, like I was telling you about the paranoia of my cold being Ebola versus a cold, right? A common cold, right? Well, that's supposed to be paranoia. A, we're not in a hot zone where they even have Ebola. I haven't been to the airport either lately. So there's no one who could have gave it from me from Africa. So like I said, that's what paranoia, right? That's what the mental illness does. Because even though I know it's a common cold and I'm, blowing my nose with it, I know, and stuff like that, my mind is trying to make me think it's Ebola, right? Which, again, I know that's not true, right? Only one idea is actually true in my head, right? And that's the one that is a common cold. So that's why I'll look up the symptoms of Ebola versus the symptoms of a cold and see which one it is to ease my mind, which is trying to make me think it's Ebola when it's not, right? Now, that's not a harm to anyone by thinking it's Ebola, right? And no one around me can get hurt because Ebola ain't even supposed to be in this area, right? That's the point there, too. And again, so I'm not really doing nothing wrong. Just trying to, manage the normal thoughts from the crazy thoughts in my head too, right? That's all. That's all. I also learned Southern manners, right? Now, if you do something wrong to me publicly, you have to make the first attack, right? Like the guy who tried to run me over, I baited him to swing at me first, right? And when he did, I was able to cold cock his ass and knock him out to knock him dizzy where he had to sit in the chair. That's all that should have happened too, right? I don't know no dim monk professionally where I even used it. I just read about it, right? Or anything like that. Now, my paranoia, like I said, might make me think his head blew up or something when I hit him. That's not possible. Dim mock or not, right? Plus, I never really had to deal with someone trying to run me over like that either. Now, yeah, I was mad enough to maybe want to blow his head up. But it don't mean that would really happen, and that's supposed to be my paranoia. It just should have made him a little bit dizzy, and hopefully he would leave me alone in the future and not try to do that crazy shit again. Right? Only thing you're wanting there, right? That's what I mean. Alright, well, like I said, some people just don't have manners either. And, if you have a cold and even if you wash your hands or use tissue, you still got to wash your hands either way, idiots. I know. And there's no reason that either one is a problem if you wash your hands before you leave the house, all right? With soap and water, all right? I got Ivory, Dial, and Irish Spring, and Axe body wash. So I can wash it with 4 different kinds of soap if I want to. Don't worry about it. And you're supposed to wash it anyway, even if you use tissue. That's another way you can spread the cold. Now, I, of course, tell people, oh, I got a cold. They might not want to shake my hand or stuff like that, or hug me or stuff like that. Now, when I first got it, I went to my sister's Renee's, and I, of course, told her, right? And she still hugged me anyway. Now, my nephew Blake didn't because he didn't want to get the cold. But that's fine, too. And again, I mean, that's how you deal with things, right? Normally. Now, even though, like I said, I was paranoid it was Ebola, I might mention that to my sister, but again, I don't mean it's really Ebola, right? Ebola is a fever, not mucus in your sinuses and throat anyway, to where I was seeing high again, right? Like when I did the video in 2008, right? Anyway, so I just want to talk to you about that briefly. Now that cough still means it's no longer draining from my sinuses, but that still means I have a little cough in my throat, right? There's still something in the throat, and it could be in my lungs a little bit still too. Once it's out there, the cold is over, right? It's run its course, right? Now all medication does is help you deal with the symptoms until the cold's over, right? That's all you can do once you have one, right? And that's why I would even tell my psychiatrist, if we shake hands, wash your hands or use sanitizer or something like that too, right? You can also use sanitizer or things like that to keep your hands clean, right? I mean, it's no big deal, dude. You're just making it one. Why? You seem so obsessive with me or anything I do differently because I'm not worried about what you think about me personally. I don't even know you, man. Even if you were the one to attack me on base, I don't remember the shit. And you can't make me, and you can't say I didn't survive it if I did. You can also knock the wind out of someone and maybe even their heart slow down. But as long as it doesn't stop and they get him to the hospital in time, they can also revive, right, the person. And you don't know what happened. Especially if you thought I was dead and brought me to the back of the building to dump my body, right? Then you would just have to walk in the front and wait till someone found me. And again, either I would go to the hospital in a morgue or as an awakened patient, right? And you can't stay in the back. And this is just like a bad sci-fi movie too, right? I should have been injured in the fall, especially with these kind of injuries, but only a weapon can also produce these kind of injuries too, right? Though if you have amnesia, that gives the person a little bit of anonymity, but only a little bit, right? You can't keep harassing the person you tried to murder but didn't succeed in murdering either, dumbass. That just makes you look obsessed with him. That's the point too, right? But again, y'all have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.